All right, guys, so now we painted the picture of what this Final Wishes Guide can actually do for Mrs. Jones and her children, her beneficiaries. So now it's time to actually go through the Final Wishes Guide with Mrs. Jones. Okay, I'm going to go through a couple of pages with you guys, kind of show you how I touch on those pages. I won't hit every single page because you guys don't have to read every one of them with me. But the idea, guys, is to show her the value of what's in this book and how she can have all her decisions already made. And if at any point during this book they start speaking about how this would have helped with her late husband or how this would have helped when her sister passed, guys, that's emotional stuff. Let them talk about the emotional stuff. Bring that up, speak about it. That is very powerful. Okay, so I transition in and I say, now we're going to go through the book, and I let them know how this book helps make all those decisions. And I always tell them there's two sections in the book. The first section, vital statistics, it takes down all their information that they're going to need to get a death certificate. Okay, it has a page for if they served in the military and what branch it was. If they did, you can let them know that this is where they can put their DD-214s and all of those things, right? It has a section where it allows the preferences for their service. And I show them how they can choose which funeral home and what type of service they want and what type of casket and the pallbearers and all those minor details. And they're able to take all the pressure off the children because those decisions are made here, right? I go through the second section, which is personal remembrances. And I talk to them how they can have everything ready here for the obituary so the kids don't have to try to figure out how to write that. And I talk to them about it towards the back where there's all these different locations for important papers. There's all these different things on these 4 pages where they can have everything in order for the children, right? So I go through every page with them, and if 1 or 2 of the pages really gets them interested, I talk about those pages the most with them, okay? And then guys, once I finish with the book, that I always go back to page 5, okay? It says, to my loved ones. And I always read the top paragraph and the bottom paragraph to them. So I'll tell them, I'll say, guys, now you see how valuable this book is. And I want to read you this page right here. This page on page 5 says, to my loved ones. And I go ahead and read it. And I lower my tone. And I let them know what it says. I wanted to spare you as much anxiety, grief, and expense at the time of my death. I hope this booklet relieves some of the pressure at this difficult time. It lets them know here at the bottom, please accept these arrangements in the spirit they are given. With love, hoping to soothe your hurt and help remember the good times we've shared. At that point, I close the book and I tell Miss Betty, now you see what it does for your family. Now you see what it does for Susie. Okay? Guys, one quick important point. The whole time you're doing this, you're holding the book. They don't have their own. Okay? If they have their own, they're going to be going through theirs. You have the book here. You go through it. When you're done, you set it to the side. They'll get theirs once the entire process is over.